Greetings, people of all different types of ages, races, genders, and yes, even you other species out there watching this video. My name is Luis, and I am joined by my co-hosts Nathan and Robert, the Arab and the B-Rit. What is this? Lightning McQueen TV? Oh, it's hot. It's $450.
No, it's
I still remember as a child, yeah.
I think I had like a SpongeBob TV growing up.
He showed us, you know, those old CBT TVs that have the round screens that are like fucking 100 pounds. Remember how we were kids, like in the early 2000s, they would design around characters? That's what we're looking at on eBay right now. They're like fucking $500. But today's topic is the Super Mario movie, man. So before we go any further, man, what's y'all's experience with Mario?
Yes. Mario.
Mario.
As established last in the quiz that I believe went up yesterday. Yeah, I've been playing Mario basically since I was born.
on Friday.
Yes, yesterday.
This is coming out today, Monday.
But we're recording on Saturday. So now the audience knows if I say that the episode came out yesterday, they know that we recorded on Saturday.
Nate is cheating. He has a phone in front of his phone. Or a laptop.
Yeah, Lewis has my laptop, Nate has his phone and laptop, my phone's being used to record, I ain't got any electronics. But yeah, grew up around Mario, but really a Sonic household.
Let's see, for me it was much later. Didn't really start getting into Mario until kind of the DS and Wii era of Nintendo. Definitely really got big on the Wii with Mario Kart, and then that was also when there was, first Super Smash Brothers. We had Mario versus Sonic Olympics.
Lewis eating the pizza in a double stack like a fat bitch.
It's called the calzone.
That's a fat guy like eating method. You put 2 slices of pizza on top of each other so your body thinks it's only one.
It's like how fat people tie their shoes. They don't actually tie their shoes. They like tie the lace on the corner of the tongue. You know what I'm talking about, right? That's how fat people tie their shoes, man. But they can't actually bend down all the way to like properly tie their shoes, so they just tie it on the side. Do you do that? I think you do it a few times. Don't even answer that.
Man, feeling cold out, man. What about yourself, Lewis? You have any Mario experience? Do you stop stuff in your fucking face?
No. I'm just Puerto Rican. Maybe in some different universe. If Mario actually took place in New York, he would actually be half Puerto Rican, half Italian. So, and that would be my relation to him. Because I feel like that's the default. I feel like Puerto Rico just fucked everyone in New York, so like the default mix is Puerto Rican. So like no one even says it anymore. They're just like, "What are you, Italian?" They're like, "Okay, yeah, like my mom's Italian. Oh, like my mom's black. Well, my mom's Jewish." You know what I mean? Because it's always the dad who's Puerto Rican, and he's never in their life anyways.
It's like what the Vikings did back in the old times in Europe.
What did they do?
Took over and pillaged and...
Yeah, like you don't even acknowledge it. Like, that's like half of New York is Puerto Rican, but like no one...
It's
just that.
Who is it? What's the guy in Asia who took over like...
Oh, you're talking about Mongolian.
Yeah.
I'm sure you're talking about Genghis Khan.
Genghis Khan.
Is it Genghis Khan?
Genghis Khan, the guy who one out of every 17 people is related to him.
Exactly. Yeah, like that.
Yeah, exactly. That's how Puerto Ricans are.
Dumbass.
So like,
I don't remember the name.
Attila the Hun.
Attila the Hun. Yeah, that's a motherfucker.
You can pull that out your ass, but you can't pull Genghis Khan.
What movie is that from, man? Attila the Hun's like an actual person, but I think it's Mulan that we see in that movie.
I mean, but granted, that's what the
Mulan episode coming.
I was thinking Night at the Museum.
Maybe.
That's
just the name that came to mind.
But yeah, so long story short, Mario actually took place in real New York, he'd be half Puerto Rican. I do digress. But there's enough of that bullshit. Let's get into the actual video. My first topic for today is the purpose of the Mario movie, right?
To make money.
And be still good. You know what I'm saying? So, one of the things, Mario is an iconic franchise. Started off, you could say it has its roots in Donkey Kong, the Jumpman, and then eventually you get the iconic Mario series. And Nintendo kind of grows its franchise based off of Mario being the face of Nintendo. Games have gotten them so far up until now. But we do see Nintendo dabbling in a variety of other sectors, right? Movies, theme parks, and just entertainment and merchandise in general.
Are you reading off a script, Lewis?
No, actually I'm not.
Okay. I just want to make sure, because I was going to give you shit if you were.
No, I have
Like we give you shit,
my thing literally says the purpose of Mario movie, and I have 3 bullet points. This shit doesn't even go past 30 words, brother. This shit doesn't...
Meanwhile, you pull up mine, it's like 4 pages long. I got paragraphs and bullet points.
Yeah. Nah, so the Mario franchise is iconic in this sense, and we've seen it expanding, right? And so, how does this translate to what the Mario movie is, right? And so, I want to get some of your thoughts. What did y'all think is the purpose of the Mario movie, right? I mean, in just any context.
Yeah, so I mean, I've already said it, but it's really to make money and to keep Mario in the public image. Public mind more than anything. Because, I mean, everyone has played a Mario game, whether you're an 80-year-old man or you're a 5-year-old child. You've played a Mario game. And so it's easiest to just be like, if you're going to make a video game movie, why not make it about the icon of gaming, Mario? And it was made by, I believe, Illumination, the same people who made Minions. So you're following that, art style that is still accepted. It's not like the original Super Mario movie where they threw everything out the window because gaming's for nerds. And they've embraced the goofiness of gaming. I mean, they had Mario do a obstacle course and fail dozens of times. Mm-hmm. And that felt very reminiscent of just getting a handle on a game. And so it really did, at the end of the day, it's to make money, but they did grab the spirit of Mario.
I'd say that. Yeah. I mean, really, unless you're really passionate about movie making, the whole reason why people make movies is to make money.
Yeah.
It's an industry around it.
To make money
it's
/ advertise.
Yeah. It's like, did they necessarily need to make a movie? Probably not. But I think they did it in a good way compared to every other video game movie. Yeah. That's like, this has been like really like the one and only like very successful, other than the Minecraft movie, which wasn't
the
even
Sonic movies.
The Sonic movies have been pretty good, but I remember before they did the change and the overhaul, it was getting clowned on like crazy.
So I do appreciate all of the comments because y'all really laid the groundwork for a lot of the topics that I talk about, right?
I'm going to interject here real quick. Speaking of shitty video game movies, have you guys seen the cast for the new Street Fighter movie?
No. Is it garbage?
Oh, it is garbage. Like, there's a few people that look pretty good, and then there's a few people that you look at and you're just like, why are you playing this game? Why are you in a Street Fighter movie? They're currently going to look it up, and I'm going to let you, ladies and gentlemen, know right now, I'm going to be too lazy to put this into the edit. So if you want to follow along with us, just look up the Street Fighter cast for the new movie. I believe it was announced at the Video Game Awards ceremony.
Is that 50 Cent?
I believe it is 50 Cent.
It is.
Yeah.
There's this like fucking Italian motherfucker. That dude, None of these motherfuckers are good. Like, not even the Asian chick that they chose. Was
The
like,
guy who's playing Gael, he has the like.
this motherfucker, Andrew Schultz, that he actually kind of looks like the character that he's gonna play.
Yeah.
Gael and then
Gael looks good. No, Andrew Schultz looks.
No, like that's the guy that he's supposed to play, right?
Yeah.
He could do it, right? But like, Robert Downey Jr.? Like, who the fuck?
They have like announcement photos of the people in like
costume.
In costume. Yeah. Or at least I've seen photos of them in costume on. Yeah, I don't know if you're going to be able to find it, but I saw some photos.
Well, going back to the Mario things, right? Just quick tangent, yeah.
Shitty movies, shitty costumes.
Right, I mean, but it adds overall to what I would like to discuss because one of the things that Robert mentioned was that.
Yeah, it's that, but it has it for the entire cast.
It's Jason Momoa.
Yeah.
Since he's not gonna cut this shit in.
I
really wish. I hope that the camera's capturing this. Who the fuck is that? Who? This is Jason Momoa over here.
Yeah, he's supposed to be playing, I believe, Blanca.
Yeah.
Chun-Li's alright.
Did you say Chun-Li?
Chun-Li's alright. That's my good. Who the fuck is that then?
What's the fuck?
He's
That's 50 Cent. That's 50 Cent.
Yeah, he's
there's no way that's 50 Cent.
That's supposed to be like a Mike Tyson-esque character.
But that's 50 Cent in that picture.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Like
Balong.
Yeah, Balong.
Bro.
It's supposed to be like a Mike Tyson-esque dude.
Whatever. Yo, this is...
Look up the cast in costume for the new Street Fighter movie and let us know who's your least favorite.
Yeah. We're gonna have more Street Fighter comments than fucking Mario comments.
Yeah, he's supposed to be like this guy.
Lois looks traumatized as hell.
Just horrible cast decision. But
they just got it for big names.
Yeah.
A lot of them are wrestlers from...
Yeah, I saw Roman Reigns on there.
Yeah.
So, one of the things that Robert mentioned was that as he was watching the movie, you felt like it was almost like, again, you see Mario go through these trials, right? And it brings back an experience reminiscent of a game.
Yeah, there was a lot of Easter eggs that if you played the games, you'd understand.
Right.
Well, not even just that. When he was doing that first obstacle course, that Peach, nails... It felt very, very reminiscent of the first level of the original Super Mario Bros., which, it's very simplistic, but as a kid, it's the greatest hurdle to jump over.
Yes.
Figuring out those controls. And then you hand it over to your parent, and they're like, you're a fucking dumbass.
Just fucking kill that shit.
Yeah.
And so, actually, it's interesting that you say that because that was actually the director's intention, right? Because... we've had Mario movies in the past. I'll elaborate upon that later on in the video, but we've had Mario movies in the past. And they didn't quite capture the essence of the series. And we've had a lot of video game adaptations into movies as of recently. And with Mario being so straightforward, the directors behind it in Illumination, Universal, not Nintendo, wanted... to shift the focus of just retelling the same story that the games told and approaching it from a different way. Have the audience experience the video game perhaps in a different medium, if you will, right? Still have that same sensation as if you were playing a brand new Mario game, but you don't have a controller in hand, right? So one of the things that the movie does different from the normal Mario games is that
it's an Isekai.
It is. But I was also going to say...
reincarnated another world of a princess who loves games.
But granted, they never go into the origin, the actual,
It's an Isekai, Nate.
The first thing that they do is they change the objective of the movie.
From Peach to Luigi.
Yes.
Which is definitely... I mean, it's good. Like, especially since Luigi wasn't really a thing in the original
Yeah.
Super Mario Bros. I thought it was perfectly adequate. It gave Peach more agency, even though Peach was Bowser's end goal. You know, that he's still obsessed with her. You never
Yeah.
lost that aspect. We got a more brotherly love story
Exactly.
instead of. I mean, there's still the romantic aspect of like you feel something there between Peach and Mario,
Yeah.
but they were given time to have that relationship. It wasn't just Mario gets isekai'd,
Right.
and then it's like, oh no, I have to go find this princess that I apparently love.
Right. And you see, that's one of the things they use the movie to set up a backstory, an origin story, so that if that is to happen in future movies, it makes more sense, right? Because just like you said, if Mario just gets isekai into the world and they got to go save a princess, you know, it's already kind of retelling the same story. Nothing really moves you, and as a movie, it doesn't really make sense. It doesn't really work. Like,
And for Peach to be a plot device, you can't have much character interaction with Mario.
yeah,
So you can't have a story be about them. At least with like Mario and Luigi, you know that they're brothers. And in that beginning, before they get isekai, you have, I believe it's what, like 15, 20 minutes of, you know,
character development,
prelogue before the, you know, Mario stuff actually happens. And you get to feel, you know, the brotherly bond that they have. And that's something you couldn't develop between Mario and Peach if you gave them 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. No, it really takes a movie, right? Because you can't develop a romance or anything, or even a meaningful friendship, right? In that much, right? Like, it's
got to already be pre-established.
Yeah, like, let's say Mario, the first person he met upon going into his isekai world, if you will, is Toad.
The Mushroom Kingdom.
Yeah, the Mushroom Kingdom. Let's say that Toad gets kidnapped within 10 minutes of him being there. Like, are they really gonna make a movie about him finding Toad? Like, yeah, it's gonna suck.
It's gonna feel more like an obligation more than anything. Oh, I have to help him because he was the first person to help me.
Right. No, but I'm saying, like, let's say they never even made it to Mushroom Kingdom. Let's say that they just...
You good, Lewis?
Maybe there's something went wrong. Technical difficulties.
We losing audio here?
Oh.
We're back.
No. I think we're good. Yeah, we're back.
Okay.
Just went blank for a minute, and then I was like, what the hell? Yeah, like, let's say, you know, Mario arrived in the Mushroom Kingdom. Toad they never even made it to the Mushroom Kingdom, per se. They're just in the world. You know, Toad gets kidnapped on the trek to the Mushroom Kingdom. I gotta go save Toad. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
It's good to Peach. That mushroom dude
it does.
got
You know,
taken.
you can do it. Right?
I think he would do it out of obligation.
Yeah, he would. But I'm saying,
But it wouldn't feel.
and it
strong.
wouldn't make for a good movie. Really.
Yeah.
It doesn't really make for a good movie. And so, just how you said, making Luigi the main objective works. It actually works because regardless of, even if we didn't see the character development helps cement it, but there's innate purpose behind it. He is my brother. I need to go save him.
And the whole
It's
thing
not
is,
just some stranger that I met.
And I mean that's, but they also have a secondary goal of going back home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Mario's not just going to go home without his brother.
Yeah.
And it helps remove the cliche of, you know, man having to save woman.
Yes. And as well as the fact that, just like you said, going back home, you know, at the end of the day, you're doing it to benefit yourself. It's not like he arrives into a different world and now all of a sudden he feels an obligation to this world. I mean, the reality is,
It's not like every single isekai manga, light novel,
all of a
anime,
sudden I owe my life to this world. Like,
Yeah.
you know, and that's one of the tropes that kind of sucks. Like, it takes away more than it adds because it's just
Farming in Another World, best isekai. Because it removed itself from that plot.
Yeah.
He doesn't get reincarnated and has to be a good hero and help a country. He gets reincarnated in the middle of bumfuck nowhere and decides to be a farmer. Simple as that.
Hell yeah.
There's another one that
I like
watched that was
Konosuba.
similar, a different one though.
Yeah, I think Farming in Another World started this trend of like, slice of life isekai.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude was a kid, had slimes as familiars, running a laundry
Yeah,
shop.
I've read that.
Oh,
I've read one where a guy gets reincarnated in like a forest sanctuary that they're using the power of gem, and everything he's doing is like affecting the gem that the kingdom uses to like enslave beast people and stuff. So he's inadvertently destroying the kingdom while he's just living in like this forest of death.
what?
And those are all good, but if you haven't watched it or read it, Farming in Another World,
Yes.
10 out of 10.
I also think it may have been different if like it was like a summon. Like Mario wasn't summoned; it was an accidental
Right,
discovery.
Yeah.
So it's like that's why it's like, oh, he didn't automatically
But
like.
I mean, even if he was summoned, it's one of the things where it's like, there's no backstory. There's no view. You're summoned because you're the chosen one. Effectively, that's the only way you can sell that.
You could make the same argument for how he wound
yeah.
up in the Mushroom Kingdom to begin with. You're
Yeah.
the chosen one who stumbled upon the portal.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I think like
But
going
to
back
be
to
fair, once again, he has his own goals. He wants to
Yeah.
grab his brother and make it back home.
yeah.
He had his own agency.
But like just going back to like other isekais, like most of the time the characters are there, and the only way they can get back home is if they do XYZ
They
from the
may not
person.
even
The
have to
only
go
way
back
they
home.
are told
Correct.
they might be able to get home is
Correct,
to do
yeah.
stuff
No,
like
and
that.
they may not even be able to get back home. They might have died.
But, like that's basically it's like, hey, yeah, I forced you to come here with like without your consent.
Yeah.
I need you to do this task, basically at gunpoint.
Yes.
The Mario movie didn't have that. It was like
Yeah. It felt like more like a natural thing. Like this.
Yeah.
This could happen to any person in real life.
This could happen to any plumber. They could fall down a tube and
Yeah.
wind up in a kingdom full of mushrooms and a giant fire-breathing turtle.
Yeah. You
Feel
could
like
end up,
Mario might be doing some LSD.
end up like me on Friday, drive down the wrong road. Now you have to find your way out of the middle
Hicks.
of the hick. Gotta get
We
out.
don't like it kind around here, boy.
Yo.
he hit you with that boy card, didn't
Yeah,
he too?
that's not what it is.
Lewis almost got
I
lynched.
almost got lynched. I almost got KKK, brother. But so the movie. Oh well, the movie does a lot of things well in that sense. It did it to lay the groundwork for future expansion, right? So it gives
Rosalina.
Mario, Luigi. Oh, yeah.
What?
It gives Mario and Luigi an origin story so that there is room to expand into
And-
another.
It keeps you asking questions.
Yes.
Peach not being given an origin story has allowed them to, do whatever they want with that. And to be honest with you, I think they're going to tie it into Rosalina. If you've seen the trailer for
Yeah, it's
Super
the
Mario Galaxy,
Yeah.
I think that's how they're going to tie Rosalina in, is make Peach from where she's from.
Space.
I mean,
Peach is an alien. Confirmed.
Peach said that she fell in a portal and that's how she wound up
Yeah.
in the Mushroom Kingdom and they've taken care of her. So if Rosalina's the only other person we've seen who looks like Peach,
Exactly. And that's what I mean. Is giving us an origin into the whole verse and providing us just enough lore so that in this movie we follow the story of Mario and Luigi, but now since we've introduced the Donkey Kong, I forget what it's called, Kong Country, right? Since we've been introduced to Kong Country, we've been introduced to the concept of Peach and the mystery of where she's from, right? The concept of these portals
and it's established that she's not from
Earth. Yeah, these portals,
What
right?
about Daisy?
Being potentially.
And Daisy's not in the movie, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it's
Not in the first one. No.
Yeah.
There's
No,
no second
then-
one yet.
Yeah. Not
Then Daisy doesn't mean anything, so they can do whatever they want
Yeah,
with Daisy.
and that's what I mean, right? But
I'm waiting for Wario. Who's Wario gonna be? Is he gonna be like an HVAC guy from Earth who winds up in the Mushroom
It's
Kingdom?
hilarious.
You know, those money grubbing HVAC workers. I'm just shitting on them, guys.
And so one of the things as well is that the Mario movie includes a lot of references, as we know this. And it's one of the things that Robert also spoke on earlier, right? Everyone, whether it's your parents, your grandparents, or maybe a newborn has had some sort of experience with Mario. And so in order to really cater to all audiences, they really made sure to hammer home the references, right? Whether it's Giuseppe from the pizza parlor, I believe that's at the restaurant that they're eating at, resembling the original Jumpman, or whether it's the use of the Cat Bell power up, right, which is a more recent introduction in the 2013 Wii U.
The name of the pizzeria is called Punch Out.
Yeah, Punch Out, which is also another
reference to Demolition Crew.
Yeah.
And I mean,
they also have Duck Hunt in the arcade games.
It wasn't just Mario references; it was Nintendo references.
And this is what I mean, right? Whether you joined Mario during the NES times, whether you joined any time in between, then to the Switch 2, the GameCube, the SNES, N64, Wii U, there was something for every single audience, right? And being able to package this up and reintroduce it to an even younger generation and make it a family-friendly movie to where the parents wouldn't just watch it for their kids, but they had their own reasons to potentially watch it, right?
They had
Get a nostalgia.
They had Mario Kart.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, we went to the theater without any kids to watch the movie.
Exactly,
right?
because there was something in it for everybody.
Yeah.
Just hammering home that point even further, right? And so one of the things that comes out of all of this is the success of the Mario movie, right? Previously, Mario movies had sucked ass, right? The most noticeable one is when the Mario movie released in 1993. It was like
The live action.
Yeah, it was live action. Yeah, so it was a commercial failure. Total suck. It sucked. Total failure, right? But up until that moment, it was the highest grossing video game adaptation of a movie, right? A movie that adapted a video game, right?
Yeah.
The highest grossing one. It grossed $38.9 million. It had a $42 million budget, right? So it underperformed.
It lost money.
Right. A year later, Street Fighter overtook it, grossing $99.4 million. Then, recently, Pikachu Detective came out. Detective Pikachu came out.
Dyslexic ass.
I didn't watch that movie.
It was good.
Yeah.
I watched it in theaters with my sister.
Yeah.
She got drunk before the movie even started because we're at one of those movie theaters you can get alcohol.
Yeah.
We weren't at Synergy. We were in Chapel Hill at the time.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if she wants me to tell a story, but I'm going to. She got drunk. It starts and she goes, "It's Ryan Reynolds!" And she's like slapping my shoulders in that like high pitched voice because like Ryan Reynolds starts like narrating the movie or something, and so she turns to me, she's like, "It's Ryan Reynolds!"
Oh, no.
And that's like all I really remember of Detective Pikachu,
Yeah,
other than the like Ditto that can turn into a woman apparently. I know Lewis would be into that.
I don't remember the Detective Pikachu. I almost said detective after he said woman did turn into Sabrina Carpenter. Have y'all seen those memes?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, I was scrolling through Instagram and then like the dude comes home drunk, like he was like Ditto. Then the dude was like, "What?" He said, "Turn into Sabrina Carpenter." You never seen that meme?
I've seen those memes.
It's had the Ditto face.
Yeah. No, I mean it turns into
I mean, the one in the movie didn't have a Ditto face.
What's the...
Also didn't turn into Sabrina Carpenter.
Also, fun fact. The Ditto face was not actually supposed to be something that Dittos do. In the anime, there was one Ditto that whenever it transformed, it still had the Ditto face, whereas all the other Dittos didn't. And it was like an episode about that. But it was so iconic. We all think that the Ditto face is like required when they transform, so now it is.
I think it's also because in the cards...
Well, they did that after. Because that episode came out in like 1998. Because it was the original Indigo League. There was just an episode about a Ditto who, when it transforms, it keeps the Ditto face, and you know it's
looks like a Ditto.
Yeah, and we've all just gone. That is how a Ditto should look when it transforms.
Yeah, I just remember because I had some of like the cards. It was like Ditto as Charmander.
Yeah, and it had the Ditto face.
It was like the clay model.
Clay,
yeah, I love those cards. And the Pikachu, a Squirtle, and a Charmander.
I think that was
I don't know. Yeah, man, they got really creative with the artwork of Pokemon cards back then, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, especially like the
now everything's just shiny.
Yeah.
Like some of them, I like the illustration arts. Like I like how they look, but something about the
they
old school like.
Dude, remember
bare bones like
the Delta Edition Pokemon cards?
Yeah.
where so you'll get like
Delta species.
Yeah, Delta
Yep.
species. You'll get like an electric Pidgey, and so it's just a Pidgey with like electric in the sky in the photo. You're like, oh my god, this is so
I had a
cool.
Mew that was a fire type.
Yeah, like I think there was a Gyarados that was fire type,
Yep.
but it like couldn't use any fire energies or something.
Oh, it was a Delta species. Yep.
No, I think my
I think
favorite.
that was Gen 2.
What is this?
No, that was in like 2006.
I know, but like, it was off the second generation. Like, and they didn't do third generation Pokemon.
Oh no, Lewis is looking up Delta species Pokemon cards right now.
Because they had like Feraligatr and...
Yeah. I don't really remember like the
I'm not
Kanto
even looking
ones.
that up. I just remember like man, remember these cards, bro?
What cards?
The Ho-Ho
Oh
Lugia.
yeah, dude, those were sick.
And then-
They're the full art.
Those were like the first breakthrough
Yeah.
cards.
Yeah.
Those were fucking amazing, man. Enough about Pokemon cards.
Yeah, sorry about that Detective Pikachu tangent. Continue.
no,
Detective Pikachu broke the record.
So it's but this tangent serves its purpose because at the end of the day, Pokemon is an iconic series. I mean, Detective
Nostalgia.
Pikachu is its exactly. Detective Pikachu is its own game, but ultimately
It's Pokemon.
right?
And it was carried hard by it being the first realistic like Pokemon showing.
Yes.
It wasn't just anime. It was like this is what Pokemon would look like in the real world.
Exactly.
So
And they did a pretty good job.
Oh, they did a
of,
great job.
Like the CGI. Of
Yeah,
the
and I
Pokemon
feel like because
everything.
I feel and correct me if I'm wrong, and y'all can elaborate upon this, but whenever an animated movies generally do worse than any other type of movie in movie theaters.
Oh yeah, easily, especially in
And
the
I don't
States.
mean like animated, like the Grinch or like the Minions. I mean like like
I'll put
anime, like
Japanese.
Japanese.
I'll put this in perspective.
Media.
I went to go watch Resurrection F in the movie theater in Fayetteville.
Yeah.
We used to live in Fayetteville. I was one of like 5 people
Damn.
to watch Dragon Ball Z Resurrection F. Dragon Ball Z and fucking Frieza at that. 7 people.
Yeah, that's wild. And that's one of the things too. And you can really tell that anime just really doesn't do that well in theaters here because they only in the theaters for a certain amount of days, specific days out of the week. Like they're like in theaters for like a week.
I think it was like a
gone.
2-week run for Resurrection
And
F.
it's just
but-
a certain days out of the week, and that's it, right? Like it just doesn't do well, and so
I think what it is really is that the West still has the stigma of animation means children.
yes,
So it doesn't matter. I mean, we're starting to get out of it now with things like Invincible.
yeah,
Sorry, Invincible really broke the mold. But we're still kind of having the trouble when it comes to movies,
yeah.
where you have to pay money to go see it. I mean, I think it was...
I think people are also used to like animated movies being like a 1-hour special on Cartoon Network and not being a proper movie.
Yeah. Demon Slayer, I think, just broke the box office for highest grossing like anime movie.
Yeah,
Worldwide.
beating out Broly.
Worldwide, it's 715 million.
Yeah.
But the ones that are above that, Jurassic World, Minecraft movie, Lilo and Stitch, Zootopia 2, and Niza 2.
What?
This one?
Oh, that's that Chinese movie. Yeah.
Well, like those, so like Demon Slayer is sitting at number 6 for this year.
Yeah. And that's impressive. But you also have to remember that it came off the back of, a whole manga, a whole visually impressive anime series. And then you go, hey, the anime's stopping, but we're going to give you this movie.
Right.
And movies are always visually more impressive than anime.
Right.
So if you have this
They have a
visually
bigger
impressive
budget. They have a bigger
anime,
budget.
what do you think it's going to look like as a movie?
Yes.
And Demon Slayer really sold itself on its visuals. And I think that's the one difference that it managed compared to everything else. I mean, Super Mario, we were talking about how, we went. But you have to imagine that a lot of families went for the kids.
Right.
And I mean, just looking at this year, like the other big animated movie that came out was for Chainsaw Man. That is currently sitting at 154 million.
150.
Compared to Demon Slayer at 715.
Now, you have to remember, you can't compare them apples to apples. Because
Correct.
what was the Chainsaw Man rating? like PG-13. Anyway, you can't compare them apples to apples, because even if it's not rated R, it's still a lot gorier, and people are going to have their apprehensions of going to watch something with that much blood.
Demon Slayer was R.
Demon Slayer was
Demon
R?
Slayer had an R rating.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it still has killing, but I just mean, like, if you were to compare them, Chainsaw Man is a lot gorier and stuff. It would be like comparing a standard Marvel movie to a Deadpool movie. A Deadpool movie is always going to pull in less money no matter what. Mm-hmm. Just because not everyone's going to want to sit there and watch a guy.
Chainsaw Man was also rated R.
Not everyone's going to want to sit there and watch a man get hacked and slashed.
Oh, yeah.
When you could watch a guy quip in a suit of armor.
Yeah. And compared to the other, like, top grossing movies over its lifetime, Avatar is at number 1 with 2.9 billion.
Yeah,
I'm saying like compared to like what the animation is compared to
the highest animation,
what it's trying to potentially eventually trying somewhat
because that's actually one of my next topic, right? Is well, it's elaboration upon the topic, right? And then my next one, it's just Detective Pikachu grossed $450 million. That was the highest the video game adaptation for a movie that any movie had grossed, right? That was a video game adaptation.
And you have to think that a lot of people went to watch that just for live action Pokemon. Yes.
Mario came out and overtook all of them, grossing over $1 billion, with actually Mario, and I took a moment to look this up just now because I had looked it up prior, and I saw Nathan had pulled up a list of top grossing movies, and you can sort it by animation or whatnot, and I just looked it up. I guess it varies depending on the website you go to, but when I had looked it up, it said Mario is the second highest grossing animated film of all time. So not just video game adaptation. Highest grossing animated film, with Frozen 2 being number 1, but that's currently inaccurate. There's Inside Out 2. According to some sources, Inside Out 2 beats them.
Look,
that's not
I got beef with Frozen, man.
I was just looking at this year for animated movies.
Yeah, no, so right, what I'm looking at, The Lion King, their adaptation recently doesn't
the live
count.
action.
Yeah. Because it's animated, but it's like
they refer to it as live action.
Yeah, so that's why it's excluded. That Chinese movie that you're saying, Nija 2. Yeah, that's the highest grossing.
Yeah,
and that came out this year.
But you have to think that, I believe, sold that much in like exclusively the Chinese market.
Yeah,
a lot of that is foreign,
because China has
only about 23 million was domestic.
Yeah, and so that's what I mean. If excluding that, the only movies, if you exclude Nija and The Lion King, which The Lion King isn't on that list, is not supposed to be on the list of the animated because it's not considered animation. It's like a whole thing. But Frozen 2 would be number 2, and Super Mario would be number 3, with Inside Out 2 being number 1, right? So the Super Mario Bros. Movie not just broke the mold, did not just break the mold for video game adaptations into movies, but just overall animated movies in general. It did a fucking spectacular job.
And think about what he just said. The only 2 animated movies that beat it were sequels.
Yes.
Sequels to admittedly already well-performing movies.
Yes. Frozen 1, when it came out, it stayed at the top of the highest grossing animated films for years. Nothing beat it until Frozen 2. Frozen 2 had to beat Frozen 1 in terms of highest grossing, just to give you an idea. Robert brings up a really good point. We're on the first movie, the Super Mario Bros. By the time the second one comes around, if
we could see it doing more.
Yeah, if Inside Out and Frozen are any example to go by, it is very easy to see or visualize Super Mario.
I mean, considering
Just
that
becoming number one.
Inside Out 2 and Frozen 2 did better.
That's
than
what I mean.
Their
And
prequels.
That's what I brought up.
Yeah.
I
I mean, we could be seeing, Super Mario.
go to number
Galaxy
one very, very easily.
in the 2 billion.
Very easily.
Oh, no way.
It's possible.
I don't know about 2
Inside
billion.
Inside
2
Out
billion,
2 was
Nisha.
1.7. Inside Out 2,
Wait,
1.7
shit,
plus.
I didn't.
Nisha.
The Super Mario was
Oh,
1.3
Nisha with the
billion.
old Chinese market.
Yeah, I don't
that,
even-
That
that's
doesn't
not-
count.
Still, that was at 2.2.
Yeah, but like I said,
But
that
regardless of that, Inside Out 2, because if you exclude the Lion Kingdom and Nisha, how I said, right? Because you're not supposed to include the Lion Kingdom. Nisha,
Yeah.
right? We're excluding
Lion King was CGI.
the markets. Inside Out 2 is number 1 at 1.7. Frozen 2 at number 2, 1.45. And Super Mario Bros. 3 at 1.3 billion. Like, that's not... And
that's not that big of a gap to close.
yeah.
No.
And the thing about it is that this success... Go ahead.
Nisha 2 is a sequel.
It
It
is a
is.
sequel.
Yeah, that's... Yeah.
And you know
I
what?
didn't even think about
Lion
that.
King is
I
a
did not think about
remake.
it. Yeah, Lion King. Think about that. Mario is actually breaking barriers. Like it's breaking new ground, especially not just for animated films in general, but particularly
Gaming.
for video game adaptations. Right?
How did we miss that? Nisha with the sequel
Yeah, I
as
did.
well.
I mean,
Yeah, too.
we heard Chinese. We automatically dismissed all of it.
I dismiss it because you never actually
yeah.
know if they're reporting it correctly.
It's not even that. It's like Bollywood movies. I guarantee you, Bollywood movies probably gross more than Hollywood movies, but it's just in India. It's only an Indian market.
Yeah.
Like like Mexican music. Like Mexico is such a big country that they don't need to hit the charts anywhere in the United States. Like those Mexican artists probably make more money than artists in the U.S. because it's just that damn big of a country.
It's also just due cost. What your budget is.
Oh yeah,
And it's like,
it's probably more expensive to make a movie here.
I mean,
Oh, yeah.
just going back, like the Demon Slayer movie was just trying to see.
Well, they made that.
It blew 30 times.
Yeah, because they
They're-
made that on an anime studio budget. They were like, hey, we're going to give you guys a little more than normal, but it's not going to be that much more. Make this thing look beautiful.
We'll make this. We'll give you a budget of a 1 hour special. Make it work.
Like, we'll give you the budget of 2 seasons. If this doesn't make gangbuster, we're coming in and we're slaughtering your families.
That sounds about accurate to me.
The Yakuza is financing this. Like,
But still, the Mario movie's budget was $100 million.
yeah.
And it went to $1 billion. And so moving
They
beyond
10x.
right. And so
But
moving-
the budget never actually includes marketing. And marketing is frequently
Yes.
considered about 2.5x the original budget.
yeah.
So think about it. Mario probably spent more like 400 thou when you include marketing.
But it's still
not
a billion.
100 thou, 400 million.
Yeah. And so beyond all of this, right? One of the things is that because of Mario's breaking success, just how you said marketing, right? That's kind of just how I was saying. One of the purposes of this movie is to expand Nintendo.
Mario leaned heavily on illumination on its marketing.
Yes. Well, hear this. Go ahead.
Yeah, every time I saw anything about the Mario movie, it was always illumination.
Right. But here's the thing. This is a move by Nintendo to expand the Mario franchise, but in the bigger scheme of things, Nintendo's operations.
Yeah.
Right. Universal actually helped the Nintendo fund the movie. If I'm not, let's see.
Yeah, Illumination /
It's
Universal.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure before I said it, but yeah, Illumination is a Universal studio, right? One of the things is that you had Nintendo Land in Japan and in Hollywood. We just got Nintendo Land in Orlando,
Ooh.
right?
I didn't know that.
Are we road tripping, boys?
I actually have. If I go before the end of the year, I have my ticket paid for. I got like a season pass there when I went to Orlando earlier.
Jeez.
Yeah,
So, okay, are we road tripping?
we'd have to
I don't
go.
have time for road tripping.
Yeah, you gotta make time, man.
We literally have a
got
few
work.
days until the end of the year, man.
We got work.
No, we don't. We have a whole.
We
week
have
off of work.
PTO.
We have a whole week off of work.
Come on, we go down, we make it like a 3-day thing. You get permission from the wife. Yeah,
Even a one-day
she's
thing.
gone on vacations without you, man.
Even a one-day thing.
Time for you to go on a vacation with the homies.
I want you to say
One night.
the one in Universal.
I've been to Orlando Universal
It is
Studios.
the Nintendo Land that they just opened in Universal Studios is the biggest Nintendo Land that they have. It'd be bigger than in Japan's and Hollywood's, I do believe. And they premiered Donkey Kong Country and Mario there. I shouldn't say big because that's not the word that was used. It was the most inclusive, not inclusive. It was the most developed, right? And so one of the things Universal and Nintendo have plans to include a Zelda expansion.
Yeah, because of the movie.
Yeah.
Real quick.
2027.
We have to do this, Nate. We never got to do a bachelor party for you because we were all broke college students.
Yeah. Yo.
Bachelor trip to Nintendo Land. Even though you've been married for like 2 years now.
Yeah.
2 years.
4 years, whatever.
Been married almost 5.5.
Wait, are you slow way?
Yeah, we got married.
Okay, it was
in
what, like 3
2020.
years since the wedding, though?
It's been 3.5 years, yeah.
We're really
No,
late
I
on that
was
bachelor
drinking at
party.
your party, man.
No, you weren't. It was a sober wedding.
No, it wasn't.
I could have sworn it was
No,
sober.
you were drinking.
I wasn't 21. I mean, I started drinking when I was 18, so I mean.
Hey, at least it's not as bad as the intern. We were talking about it at the Christmas party. I was like, yeah, when we had the intern with us, he had to have his fake ID.
Oh, yeah. Wait, at the company function?
Yeah, so it wasn't a company function. The company just all went out together to
I
a
see.
brewery,
Okay.
and he had his fake ID.
Well, the thing about it is, the success of the Mario movie is laying the groundwork for Nintendo's ultimate expansion into entertainment in general, right? So the Mario movie, beyond its function as a movie for the franchise, it serves as advertising and PR for Nintendo as a whole, right? Nintendo's expanding with its Nintendo Land, its amusement parks, right? It's taking it out of Hollywood and Japan, put a location in Florida, where now the East Coast has it. Now, on either side of the U.S. that you're on, you can access Nintendo Land, right? Another thing is that now...
They have a Mario Kart ride.
Yeah.
Mario Kart Bowser's Challenge.
Wait,
automated
isn't there a weight limit
reality.
for that?
Oh, no.
I could. No, it might have just been in Japan where the fat asses couldn't go on.
And so now we have a theme park, right? Now we have Nintendo movie media, right? With Zelda,
Doesn't have a rate limit.
Zelda's live action being planned in 2027.
Or maybe
Mario
a size
Galaxy
restriction.
confirmed for April of 2026, right? All Nintendo is doing is planning expansions and using this success to further the reach of their brand. Actually, you might even say going back to their roots, because originally Nintendo wasn't a gaming company; it was an entertainment company, right?
I thought it was a calculator company.
No, they made like playing cards and stuff like that.
Yes, they did make
Toys.
playing cards.
And
yeah.
so I see it almost as if going back to their roots, right? Because, you know, after the NES came out, it just went full gaming. You know, just forget about entertainment. But now the franchises have been around for a while. Nintendo's been around, cemented themselves. Now
No, I mean, Nintendo has always leaned into like TV shows and stuff. It's never just been all gaming. I mean, remember the old Mario TV shows?
Right. But nothing has ever really been that successful.
No, like you haven't had your $1 billion movie, but you had the
Yeah.
Mario TV shows. You also had a lot of like branded learning content and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Nintendo never just went all in on gaming. They did whore out their characters.
Well,
for
you
lack
can't
of a
say they
better
didn't
term.
go all out on gaming, because they did go all in on gaming, but they never let go of some of the other elements, right?
Yes.
But the other elements have never really been that successful. But now, since we do have, once again, that we're stepping into other territory and we're being successful at it, I'm saying this as if I'm Nintendo, we can definitely expand. It becomes a lot easier, right? Same thing whether you have the MCU, right? The MCU had its
Oh, the Mario Cinematic Universe?
yeah. No, that's, so the MCU, you know, one of the
DC
things
Universe.
Is that, yeah, well, no, that was
DCEU.
the, you know, with MCU, right? Oh, that shit's so successful. You can make some TV shows. You now have Marvel rivals.
That's not part of the MCU.
It's not a part of the MCU. What I'm trying to say is Marvel as a brand has expanded.
Well, Marvel had games before they had movies.
Right. Yes, I know this.
Remember Marvel Ultimate Alliance 2?
Yes. And so what I'm trying to sit here and say, it's not about the particular how it's done, right? But it's one of the things where attention in one area kind of benefits all areas.
Yeah.
Right? And so the success of the MCU ultimately helps Marvel out as a whole, whether it's comic sales, merchandise sales, video games.
It's kind of like having
right?
side jobs. You have your main primary job that brings in your income, that pays your bills. Then you have your side projects.
Yes. But now, if Nintendo can continue to go in this direction, right?
You can make money on your side projects.
Yes. And make it potentially just as big as your main projects, right?
If you know it can perform, the bigger the budget it gets.
I feel like the Nintendo movie is always going to be reliant on games. You're never going to be able to truly spin it off, similar to Marvel.
No, I mean, yeah, it's never... I only brought it up to the Marvel example to show that attention in one area ultimately helps all areas.
It needs a source.
And so the whole idea is like you can't... Nintendo is a gaming company. Well, you know, it's an entertainment company. Point is that all of its movies that it's going to make are going to be based off of the characters that they have, which are all video game characters. It's not like they're going to make...
It's going to be based off of games and characters and stories that are... Plots that are already developed.
Yeah, well... Characters that are developed. Hopefully, the plots are different, like kind of like the Mario.
Plot potential. I mean, the Mario movie, when you look at it as a whole, is basically the original Mario game, but you just changed Peach to be Luigi.
And that's actually one of the things, the reception, right? So, the Super Mario movie, has a 59% on Rotten Tomatoes. Rotten Tomatoes are done by movie critics, right? So like,
I was about to say, what's the audience score?
Right, and so this is what I'm going to say, right?
Yeah,
has a 59% on Rotten Tomatoes. So according to the critics, right, exactly what Robert just said, that's why they said it sucked.
That's why I don't trust critics, man.
Right, and so that's
they don't know how to have a good time.
That's my whole thing, right? Are critic reviews really the ways that these movies should be judged, right? How valuable are these like rating metrics? Because the critics who gave it a 59% Rotten Tomato scores ultimately said that they were expecting a more complex plot, that they were expecting like this super in-depth world building.
But it didn't need that.
Exactly. They expected much more of the movie than what I believe should even be expected of a children's animated movie.
I mean,
if you're going to make the plot so complex, a damn kid won't even follow it, bro. But according to the popcorn meter, which is the Rotten Tomatoes, I don't know what the Rotten Tomatoes company is called, but it is the audience side of the rating of the Rotten Tomatoes, right? It's a 95%.
Yeah, I think it really comes down to it. Depends on what movie you're watching.
Yeah.
If I'm watching a biopic about goddamn Hitler, I would trust the critics.
Yeah.
If I'm watching the Five Nights at Freddy's movie, I'm going to see how the audience...
just sees it.
One of our favourite movies of all time, pull up Willy's Wonderland. We have ranted and raved about this movie. We love it. I think when we found it, we watched it like 4 times in one weekend.
Rotten Tomatoes, 60%.
Nicolas Cage does not say a single goddamn word in that entire movie. The acting is 80s slasher movie cheesy. It is perfect. Rotten Tomatoes, you said 69%.
But the popcorn meter is only 68%. Rotten Tomatoes 60. So people didn't like it. But actually, I don't give a fuck if people didn't like it. If you haven't seen Willy's Wonderland, you're doing yourself a disservice. Go fucking watch it.
And another example.
Go waste an hour and a half of your time.
My favorite turn my brain off movie of all time is the Disaster movie.
The Minecraft movie.
Yeah.
Minecraft movie. 85% popcorn rating. 48% Rotten Tomatoes.
I can beat that. Pull up Disaster movie. This is my favorite turn your brain off and just be stupid movie of all time. I think I made Nate watch it. I think it had a critic rating of like 8%.
No fucking way.
Yeah, I think it's pretty cheeks. 1.
A 20% difference, bro.
It has a critic rating of 1 and an audience of 21. I will go in, I will watch this thing completely sober and be laughing my ass off.
But regardless,
But you know what? It's got Kim Kardashian in it.
It's got Kim Kardashian in it and she dies.
Regardless of it being the 20% on the popcorn meter, that's 20% more than the fucking Rotten Tomatoes, bro. Like, it just shows that the critics have, like, no type of, you know what I mean?
They did. It is. I will admit it. It is so bad. It is good. It's one of those movies.
It's like Sharknado.
It is Sharknado.
Wow.
Sharknado is modern disaster movie. If you haven't watched disaster movie,
Snakes on a plane.
Snakes on a Plane. Do yourself the benefit and watch it.
I need to watch this. I haven't seen it. I'm gonna watch it. And so, well, I mean, that kind of give y'all our opinions on the rating system. Because at the end of the day, like, I feel like critics, and I don't know how the critic rating system works or like how they review movies, but sometimes I feel like,
well, it's all subjective, no matter what.
Yeah.
No matter what, it's going to be subjective, and whether the movie's talking to you or not.
Sharknado is 77% of Rotten Tomatoes.
The first Sharknado is actually pretty decent.
No, but it sucked.
It got
the audience
freaking
sucked.
77 in the
35%.
35 of the moviegoers.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. Like, it can be subjective, but it's like I don't think it ever. And I think just how you said, like, because it's subjective, it never really gets to be considered in relation to its purpose.
And that's why there's the term Oscar bait. Mm-hmm. So this is the term for movies that flop. You know, terrible movie, it's awful to watch, this, that, the other, but it's mechanically sound, or it's revolutionary in the art department, or it's super inclusive.
Sound effects,
stuff like that. They're referred to as Oscar bait. If you ever watch the Oscars and you're like, I don't know what these 5 movies are for best movie of the year, it's because they went, how do we get the critics to like this? How do we get other people in the industry to like it? Not, what is the best movie for a person to watch?
Right.
And that's what they did with Super Mario. Super Mario went, I don't give a damn about 40-year-old Jeff, who had a liberal arts degree in movie critiquing.
Yeah.
I want 7-year-old Timmy to go watch this movie and go, afterwards go, Mum, I want a Nintendo Switch to play Mario Odyssey.
I want 7-year-old Timmy to want a Nintendo Switch too, and I want fucking 60-year-old... Billy Bob, who played Mario on the NES, to be like, oh snap, that looks like that motherfucker from the Donkey Kong shit. Yeah, that's, you know what I mean? Like,
that's what they wanted.
Yes, and they succeeded in that. And so I think that the Mario movie, at least for me, and at least it seems like the general consensus online, it hit its mark, right? It didn't just retell the story, right? It gave you the same basic premise with a slight...
Sorry, I keep using your phone.
No,
for
you're
time.
good.
It was a slight adjustment.
I wasn't getting a notification.
Same basic premise with a slight adjustment so that, we were a little more involved in the movie, right? It wasn't just like, oh, Peach, like this is the same thing again, right? It was a small change, but it kept it fresh. And another thing is that it gave fan service for everyone, right? It's one of the things that the critics judged, the fact that there was so much fan service, but it was actually one of the things that helped its commercial success.
One thing I think helped as well is that they took something that's utilized in television a lot, but not frequently in movies, and it's called the B plot. Mm-hmm. So our A plot is, Mario and Peach going to save Luigi. But in between all that, we get to see stuff from Luigi's perspective. Yeah. That's maybe, 10, 20 minutes of the movie total. But whenever there's a gap in the A plot, we're able to plug Luigi in. And because we care about him already, we want to see what's going on.
Yeah, exactly.
We see him trapped in a cage trying to escape. And we want to see that. We're not just going, cut back to Mario and Peach. Yeah. We want to see Luigi have his own agency.
And then we get the interaction with the little blue star.
Yeah.
Giving really
homicidal advice.
Yeah, but really relatable.
and
it was a funny part of the movie, though.
It was.
I was like, That little guy is speaking the truth.
And that's the thing, man. Like, I think the Mario movie, even just as a movie by itself, it really did well. It served its purpose, and it satisfied the parties that it meant to satisfy.
I mean, did nothing to get a sequel.
Yeah,
Yep.
and that was, I guess, my closing remark. Like, what does the success of the Mario movie mean, right? We've talked about its success, but what does it mean? Kind of touched on it earlier because we just started talking about it all together. But Nintendo's going to expand.
Yep.
This is the first time we see Nintendo. This isn't the first time we see Nintendo hit the movie market, but this is the first time we see it hit it successfully, and it's not going to be the last time that we see it either, right?
I think, like, kind of answering your question, I didn't mean to cut you off, but, like, seeing, like, it wasn't just based off one game, but, like, all of kind of the Mario, you know, it had Mario Kart, it had Jumpman, it had...
It was based on
so
Mario
much.
itself, not just
Yeah,
Super
like,
Mario
now,
Bros. The
Basically,
original.
it's an alternate universe from the video games.
Yeah.
Or it's one complete universe
Yeah,
from all the
including
individual sections that we see per video game.
And
So I think there's a lot that they can do with it.
yeah, and so that's one of the things. Now we see the Mario movie sequel is confirmed. Zelda's coming in 2027. The parks are expanding. I mean, what can you say? I mean, Mario kind of did have another redesign with Wonder, and kind of like the movie, Mario looks a little different than what he even looked in Odyssey, I do believe.
Doesn't he look kind of like chibier?
Yeah, Mario does look chibier. And so,
I haven't seen
Again,
it.
Trying to take him from like 40-year-old plumber vibes to like 25-year-old plumber vibes.
yeah. And so, you know, Mario overall is getting a rebranding, I think.
Maybe Mario went to space before he went down the pipes. Maybe.
And so, overall, I think we can expect not only movies, but obviously I talked about the theme parks, but I wouldn't be surprised if we start getting Nintendo in other ways. We start seeing Nintendo and other genres of media outside of this, right? And I don't mean like TV shows,
Like
but
toys.
yeah,
Toy
toys.
lines.
And
I'm
they would
waiting
make
for the
toys.
Mario VTuber.
Oh, yeah.
I don't watch VTubers, guys.
But like we already have Nintendo toys, but like going a little heavier into
Yeah.
the toys, right?
No,
we did
the
get Lego
Mario
Mario.
movie toys.
Yeah, as well. Yeah, I mean,
Based
I
off
think
the new character designs and everything.
they might
like
want
that.
to just and I mean, there's just so many ways they could go with these things, and so I'm looking forward to it. I mean,
Maybe they'll
what you
actually
guys-
make a Mario Funko Pop.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Nintendo had Amiibos. We don't need no goddamn Funko Pops.
Man, Amiibos.
That was a flail flip.
Fuck. That have to be a
Flip.
topic on another video for one day. But we're reaching about that time, so we appreciate y'all tuning in, watching the video.
We'll see you on
I hope
Friday.
y'all enjoyed it. And
Yeah, we'll see you Friday for Total Drama Island.
Yeah! I'll be hosting that quiz. Robert's still defending his damn dime.
Haha.
Maybe Lewis can steal it from this upcoming.
Oh no,
not
I don't
stealing
think we
that
know
bullshit.
anything about Total Drama
I know
Island.
But fuck nothing about Total Drama Island. Yeah.
Why are we doing this?
Because Total Drama Island's just one of those things
We
that...
just watched that shit as a kid.
Yeah,
That's true.
We
That's
grew
true.
up...
Robert's just said that. Robert always talks shit like that, and then in the moment of the truth,
Oh, yeah, he always
Robert
remembers it.
everything.
Robert's just an endless void of useless trivia knowledge.
I've said it. Nothing important in my life sticks. It's all random goddamn trivia. Like Harold eats like underwear sandwich in Total Drama Island.
You see,
Why do I need to remember this?
He's gonna win. I don't even remember the name.
You
of the
just
fucking
remember the
character.
actual.
Duncan is the only one I remember. It's that fucking goth motherfucker with the green mohawk and shit.
But we'll end it here, guys.
On that bombshell, we'll see you on the next one.
Bye bye.
Bye, guys.